Minutes. Of course, weather almost always a factor in Buffalo, especially for games in November.
Well, we're used to seeing a lot of snow and things like that. Meteorologist Chris Bianchi joining us now. So they're talking about the wind. It didn't look that bad to Tom and Kim, but Tom and Kim are sitting here in Denver. It's a little bit.
I mean, you said it. Buffalo, mid-November. I don't have to tell you what could happen with a game this time of year. Yeah. And we'll get into some of the past weather that they've had there in Buffalo this time of year in just a second. But as you mentioned, Tom and Kim, I think overall the weather for tonight about as good as you could ask for a game in Buffalo, New York in the middle of November. That said, those winds probably kind of on the cusp of maybe impacting maybe a 7-8 second hang time punt, something like that. But I don't think a deep throw, a 20, 30 yard out, for example, something like that would be affected by 20 to 25 mile an hour winds. And that would be top gusts. Also, it looks like the winds will gradually relax a little bit as we head through the game. Slightest of chances for a shower in the fourth quarter. But in Buffalo, keep in mind, they play right where that football is, about 15 miles south of Buffalo in Orchard Park. But we do have the possibility of seeing those winds up to about 20 to 25 miles an hour through the game. Again, probably on the cusp of impacting things, but you might remember this. A year ago to the day, Orchard Park, where the Buffalo Bills play, had 77 inches of snow, again, almost to the day a year ago.
Wow.
And that was almost as much snow as Nikola Jokic is tall.
It was about midway between a Russell Wilson and a Nikola Jokic
Yes.
heightometer.
Yes, they had to move that game to Ford Field in Detroit. You might remember that. So needless to say, Buffalo averages about double the amount of snow that Denver gets a year. They can get a lot of snow this time of year. Fortunately, that won't be the case for tonight.
All right, much more on the game coming up in a bit. Thanks for the forecast,
A little
Chris.
fun fact there. Thank you, Chris.